This video might make you uncomfortable, but it's going to give you the potential to grow faster than 99% of people. The first question that I have for you is, what are your goals? If you're not able to say 3 of your goals right now, then how do you expect to head in a direction if you don't know what that direction is? Now, if you're able to answer what are your goals, my next question is, if you look at the past week, how much time did you actually commit to reaching those 3 goals? Maybe your goals are to lose 10 pounds, to build an online business that makes 10K a month, and to find a girlfriend. For the lose 10 pounds, did you work out 3 times a week last week? Did you try to get 10,000 steps every single day? Did you go on a caloric deficit and eat less calories? For making 10K a month, how much time did you actually spend working on your business, right? So if you're not able to say what your goals are, then you're not heading in a direction. But if you are able to say what your goals are, but you didn't make any effort towards those goals in the last week, how do you expect to actually get to those goals? So you need clarity, and you need to be taking action every single day towards your goals. Number 2, you don't find yourself, you create yourself. I see a whole bunch of videos of people always talking about like how to find yourself. This is how to find yourself. But the truth is, you never find yourself. You don't magically just find yourself one day. You create yourself. And the truth is that you're creating yourself right now. You and your identity is just a combination of your habits and your beliefs about yourself. And your beliefs about yourself and your habits create your life, right? There's the thought cycle. Your thoughts that you repeatedly think create your beliefs create your actions create your habits, and your habits creates your life. If you have bad habits, it's going to lead to a bad life, which leads to bad thoughts, which leads to bad beliefs. So it all plays a part in each other. You can't expect to create a good life if you have bad habits. So you're creating yourself right now with your current habits. Are you able to list out like what your good habits are? Like, for example, it might be brushing your teeth in the morning. It might be checking your bank account every single morning, listening to an audiobook on your way to work. But your bad habits might be vaping, smoking weed for 2 hours every single day, which leads to you being lazy and not working towards your goals. Eating a whole bunch of junk food every day, which leads to you feeling lower energy and having less willpower at night. So whatever your bad habits are is creating who you are. You don't find yourself, you create yourself through your habits, through the actions you repeatedly take every single day over extended periods of time. The difference between your current self and your dream self is just acting as your dream self every single day. Your dream self, who you ideally want to be, is just a collection of traits. And to become your dream self, you just do those traits every single day. If one of the traits of your dream self is to be outgoing, then you just be outgoing. If one of the traits of your dream self is to be somebody who's in good shape and works out, 4 times a week, then you become your dream self by working out 4 times a week. There isn't a magic pill. Literally, the difference between your current self and your dream self is literally just acting as your dream self, and you are capable of deciding to be your dream self any day. Like, there isn't anybody else that's going to be able to do it for you. You have to be the person that decides to start acting as your dream self. I'll leave a link to a video in the description that talks more about how to actually design your dream life and your dream self. I like calling it the unlimited self, because the first step to actually building out your dream life and stuff like that is getting really clear on what that actually is. And there's really 4 steps. So I'll leave a link in the description to that video. It's really good. Don't take advice from people whose lives you don't want to live. So there's some people in my life and they tell me to do these things, and like, the truth is, I don't want to live their life, being honest. I don't want what their life currently is. And so why am I taking advice from these people? I should only be taking advice from the people whose lives that I want to live. And you should do the same. You will always have problems. It is impossible to not have problems in life. You will always have problems, so learn to be happy while you're solving them. We like to fall into this trap and think that once we get what we want, once we're making 20K a month, once we get a girlfriend, once we get, any of these specific things, then we're not going to have problems. But the truth is, there's always going to be new problems. That's literally just how life is. So instead of waiting to be happy until this imaginary state when we don't have problems, we need to understand that that's impossible, and we should just try to be happy now. There's a really, really great book by Dr. Wayne Dwyer, and he talks about how happiness is the way. Happiness is not the goal, happiness is the way. Great book, highly recommend. It's one of my favorite books of all time. Somebody out there is crushing it with half your talent and half your skill, but twice your effort. Now, when you first hear this, you might get mad, you might get depressed, but the truth is, this is a good thing, because this shows us your success really just depends on your brute force effort. You need to be taking action every day, and you need to be consistent over long periods of time. If you have goals, just lengthen your time horizon. That's something that Alex Hormozi says. And if you lengthen your time horizon, right? So instead of being like, I need to accomplish all this in the next month, lengthen it to 3 years, 5 years. If you're consistent and you're constantly improving over a long period of time, it's literally impossible to fail. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. If you don't ask that girl out, if you don't ask that person in your network, if you don't ask for that raise, the answer will always be no. So why not like ask and it possibly be yes? This is one of the biggest things that I've learned, and I'm still learning, to be honest. It's like literally, it's insane. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. That's the truth. But I like it more framed as if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. It's just easier to comprehend and understand, like, holy shit, like I might as well try because the answer might be yes. If I don't, it's just 100% gonna be a no matter what. In a couple years, it won't matter how long it took. All that's gonna matter is that you did it in the first place. And this is a really great frame and really great to remember when we're embarking on these big projects and going towards these big goals. We're living in this culture where we're getting everything now, and I talk about this on my channel. With Amazon Prime, we got stuff in 2 days, and it just makes us like want everything now. But the truth is, the things worth having take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. For example, with this YouTube channel, when I'm recording this video, I actually haven't launched it yet because I'm recording a lot of videos at once, but I probably have, let's say, like 10 subscribers. But I am committing to releasing 4 high quality videos every single week for the next, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's not going to be, but it might be 1 month. It might be 1 year. It might be 5 years. But at the end of the day, the 5 years is going to go by no matter what. And once I eventually get to that goal, it's not going to have mattered how long it took. All that's going to have mattered is that I started when I did. And if I was to wait, 2 years to start this YouTube channel, it's going to just take 2 years longer than it's going to end up taking. So you might as well start whatever you want to start now. Hope you enjoyed.